can we talk the interview? And as you can already see, we got superstar energy at the table right now. We do have our boy Sincerely Yours filling in. We ain't talking about him at this moment. We're talking about singer, performer extraordinaire. Like,
activist.
It's a bit much.
Look, I mean, black
yes,
and brown.
for sure, activist.
Activist.
The extra.
What I would say, before we get started out, I'm going to start with a little story. So first, shout out to Shorty D. She was a part of the 16. She used to always tell me, oh, you ain't never heard Indigo? You never heard Indigo? And I was like, I see the name. And the crazy thing is I was a little slow. When I first saw how it was written out, I didn't know how to say it. I was like, the DYGO? The DYGO? What? The DYGO? But y'all will get it. But
Don't do it. You know.
So
but,
for people at home, how do you pronounce your name?
Indigo, like the color.
Yeah.
But it's not spelled like that.
No, it's spelled like Indigo.
N''DYGO.
It's spelled like Indigo.
So, you know, I was like, that's dope. It might mean something. But I went to a show, it was the RnB Experience.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say, like, and you know, they had some of our dopest artists, Jabari, Yoshi, but when Indigo went out there, I was just like, I see what you was talking about. Like, she came, like, granted, it was a dope vibe the whole night, but when Indigo got up there, the crowd got up with her. Like, everybody was just like, oh no, this is the moment we've been waiting for. And blew the roof off the performance. So, welcome Indigo Jones to the show, people.
Hello.
You know, we'll add the
Round of
sound with
applause.
a round of applause. You know, ain't nobody in here and all that. But also want to give a shout out to Sincerely Yours. You know, sometimes we call him Michael. Sometimes we call him Mike. Definitely wanted to bring him on because they work together. It's fun stuff. Granted, don't worry, Stephanie, Brian, they're still here. This ain't no Joe Budden situation now. The team here now. We good. But, also, Sincerely Yours. Yeah, see?
Shout out to Rory and Maul.
What's up?
But they not in there no more. But yeah, you know, Mike just dropped, Sincerely Yours. We're talking about the artist. Sincerely Yours just dropped his EP, A Letter to You. So
It's okay, Michael.
on all
okay,
streaming
Michael.
platforms, go ahead and go stream. Make sure you copy it, listen, support your boy. But to get started, this ain't about you right now. Appreciate you sitting in. This ain't about you. What we want to know, I'm gonna start off with who is that's proper grammar. Who is Indigo Jones? Like, what if you had to describe yourself as an artist to the people? Dakari out there fighting a bee.
You all right?
He came here quick.
I wish there was a camera facing that way. But
You know how I feel about Walton?
yeah. Dakari had a full Floyd Mayweather set up with that beat. But yeah, so who is Indigo Jones? How would you describe to the people the artist that you are?
In third person, she is a very free spirit, emotional singer. I call her an emotional singer. Only because she can relate to a lot of the songs that she sings. Also, even if she can't relate, whatever feeling she's feeling at that moment, she just lets it out. You know, that's just her. She loves good energy. She's a very loud and lively person. The stage is Indigo's sanctuary. That's her place to vent. That's her home. You know what I mean? So she is an R&B, neo soul, but also versatile, where she can do pop and blues and country type of person. So you kind of get the all the way around kind of girl. Although a lot of people only see the R&B side of her, you will be very surprised at what else she can do.
Yeah.
Because she's almost like the jack of all trades when it comes to the music, except for she can't play no instruments.
And that's
But
cool.
a little bit.
That's what the band is for.
But yeah.
Shout out to her.
Huh?
Shout out to her.
Shout out to
facts.
her.
So now a quick question I have before I'm gonna throw the next one to Mike, but with you saying the whole pop and country thing, what's your favorite country song and favorite pop song to perform?
Ooh. Favorite country song would be, well, this is country, but Something to Talk About, Bonnie Raitt. And pop song would be, well, I would consider this pop because I don't think they put this in the pop genre, but when you're doing like top 40 stuff, that considers to be pop. But it's two actually. That's Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi. And
That is like white people's favorite karaoke.
oh, bruh. And then
That
Don't
and
Stop
Don't Stop
Believing, Journey. Journey.
See, look, that's it. That's mine.
Yeah.
That's my favorite white people's song.
Those are my
Like,
favorite too, but you know, it's a plethora of
a little
the.
toasty in here, y'all. My bad.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
them that I just like to, sing. But those are my favorite ones, my top favorite ones.
Nice. I'm rocking with it.
Okay.
Oh shit! The shit about to start.
No. So like we spoke about earlier how the name isn't spelled how people would think it is. So what inspired the name? Did it have anything to do with the color?
It didn't. I just wanted to be different. I wanted the spelling to be just out of the box, making sure that no one else is really spelling it the same way. To help me further stand out. I like to be different. I like to not follow suit with everybody. You can find all Indigos probably anywhere.
Yeah.
I know we have another Indigo here in Orlando for sure. Indigo Black.
Okay.
You know?
What do they do?
Yeah, but he spelled it the regular way.
Oh, he's
so
a
for
fella.
me, yeah,
He raps or what does he do?
he sings.
Mm.
Yeah,
like-
and he can play.
Black.
Yeah, so he's shout out to Indigo Black. But for me, I wanted to be different. I wanted to stand out. I wanted, the minute that you type it into the social media, I'm literally the first one to
Yeah,
pop
you
up
might
every
be the
time.
only one, so-
So it is, they won't have to take long to find me. Although I love the fact that people just have their own way of saying
And the
my
DYGO.
name. It's so funny. But yeah, in DYGO, I had a kid call me in the JIO.
Just took it to Wakanda.
Yeah, just took it all the way to
Yeah.
Wakanda. But yeah, I just wanted to stand out and be different.
That's cool because like even with you saying that, like you want it to be different. Like even when I think about the color indigo, like it's not the common blue. You know what I'm saying? Like people would be like, "Oh, sky blue, baby blue."
Some
what
people
color is
mix it
that?
for purple though too.
Indigo. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
But one thing about that, and I feel like indigo relates to me in such a way, like you said, people see that color so differently. So a group of people see it as a dark blue. Some people see it as purple.
Yeah.
But at the end of it all, it's a beautiful color
It is,
to both
definitely.
parties. And I feel like that's how people are with me. The personal me, because a lot of people know me personally, and then the artist me. But at the end of the day, they still know that I am just a great person, or
Yeah.
in their minds, they think I'm a great person. So, I feel like that relates to me in personally and, in the outside world. So, yeah.
That's dope. I like. So we mentioned you're a phenomenal singer. You was in here just playing around and had people going like, "God damn, like it's like that." Okay. Phenomenal performer. Like I said, like I posted a picture of us. I think it was yesterday or the day before. She had slides on. 'Cause after that
was
performance,
killing me.
yeah, like she was moving. Like there was moments where, like, one, even just the dude, I can't remember his name, but the dude who introduced you onto the stage, it was just, you literally saw the energy shift where it was just like, dude had a dope performance, and then he transitioned into Indigo coming on stage, and it's introducing Indigo Jones, and he starts walking, and as soon as they crossed paths, it was almost just like, boom. Like, I'm here, nigga. Like, we about to do this shit.
We gotta turn up.
And
You know what I'm saying?
It's like before, it was probably like after like your first 2 lines of the song and everything, the crowd was in front of the stage, like dancing, like literally grab their lady, dudes grab their ladies grab their dudes, and they over there dancing on the floor. It's just like, damn, one, let me stay in my seat because that's y'all mix. I'm just chilling here. But yeah. So we know you're a phenomenal performer, phenomenal singer.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna make you separate the two real quick, right?
Okay, let's go.
As a singer, who do you get compared to the most?
Oh God, Jasmine Sullivan, and sometimes Brandy, depending on what songs I sing. Depends.
Everybody didn't know Brandy got my heart now. Brandy got my heart.
I have a Brandy feel in the studio, and I have a Jasmine on stage.
Okay, and I can see that. And then, as a performer, who are you compared to the most?
I haven't been compared. I haven't been compared yet.
I ain't gonna lie.
On stage, I don't know. I've never heard anyone say when you perform on stage, you remind me of. If anything, I've probably the closest I've gotten was like a Jill Scott or something. But I don't see that. I don't. But that's what the audience say. I don't know.
I'll be straight up and say like, I was literally sitting there like.
Maybe Fantasia because I kicked my shoes off.
I can see that. But I was real deal like, did motherfucking Tina Turner just take over this building?
Really?
I was thinking Patty.
Dog.
Because just
really?
the crowd control and it was there.
Patty!
Like literally, and this isn't a slight to anybody else that was there, but you were the only person that I saw literally grab the whole crowd. And it was undeniable. Like you can tell all the people that was there didn't know who you were. But they felt like this my motherfucking homie after we left that performance. Like once you walked off stage, everybody was like, all right, let me go get a drink real quick. I'm tired. I done worked up a sweat.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the goal.
And then you was tired, you worked up a sweat. Like I said, there was one moment where you started like walking back and forth on the stage. Like and I was just like, oh, she working the stage right now. That's when I was like, I felt that Tina Turner.
I can see that. Okay,
like,
I can see that. Yeah.
High energy, and I was just like, and again, that was my first time ever seeing you perform. So one, I already had the highest of expectations, and a lot of people say I'm an asshole when it comes to grading people's music and their performance and stuff. So Shorty D kept saying like, no, Indigo is fire. She's fired. Da, da, da. I was like, all right, now we're gonna see. We'll see.
That's how he was.
And
that night.
Really?
I literally was at one point I was in my seat and I was just like, all right, cool. Oh, Indigo about to perform, cool. And in like 13 seconds, I was like, you better go ahead.
He pulled the phone out.
Look,
yeah.
Oh wow!
I was up, and I don't get too much praises like that. Like, nah, this was it. I was over there hyped. I ain't gonna lie. You took my energy, and I was just like, she got it immediately. As soon as you got on stage, hey, let me talk to you real quick. Come here real quick. Let's talk about this. I need to get some understanding about what just happened to my soul.
You had a good time.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That is the goal. I don't know. I love. For me, I'm a server at heart. That I feel like that's my love language. So when I'm on stage, my goal is to have people leave better, feeling way better than when they did coming in. No matter what state of mind they're in. They could be happy already. They could be already been and had a good time before they got there, or they had a good time prior to the show, starting up or whatever. But the goal is for you to leave even better.
Absolutely.
When you leave, feel good. If you came in arguing with somebody, my goal is to make sure that your mind is not on that the rest of the night, and you're like, okay, well, what am I stressing over? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let me go apologize.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I just missed it. All right, okay, we gonna work it out. But that's been my love language always. I'm very sensitive to vibes, so when I get up there. And I also believe whatever vibe that you bring on stage, they can also feel it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's my thing. So no matter what the circumstances may be, I could be mad. I could be upset, but you will never know when I get on stage. Yeah. Because I try not to show any of that. If anything, like I said, the stage is the sanctuary. The stage is where I vent. So if I'm pissed, I am singing my ass off on that stage to get all my frustration out. And in most cases, I've realized the more mad I am, the better the performance is. And I don't know why.
Oh, we about to piss you off on the 26th then. But we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
I mean, I don't know why it is, but I think it's also, I mean, it just, again, I'm an emotional singer. So I just sing how I'm feeling. And even if I won't say completely an emotional singer, because there are days where I'll just be like, I do not want to do this. I want to go home. I just want to sleep. But at the end of it all, these people wants to hear. They came to a show, and I'm going to give that.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to give that at the end of it all. This is what I love doing. I feel like music is what brings people together. It moves, it removes. You know what I'm saying? It heals, it encourages,
that's good.
it inspires. You know what I'm saying? It gives you something to think about. So why not only for myself, but also somebody else, you know, give them what they need, just what they need. Because at the end of the day, it's not, once I get on that stage, it's not about me. It's not about me at this point. Granted, I want what I want. I'm going to do what I want to do. But when I look at the audience, I look at the ethnicity, I look at the age range, or try to guesstimate the age range, the vibe. You know, when I walk in, I scan the room, I try to feel the energy. Okay, this is what they want. Even if the crowd is a little dead, I'm like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Let's go. No. We not supposed to. No, we don't want. You know. And then I worry about everybody, and that's another problem. Like, well, it's not. It's a good problem, but it could be a bad problem. Yeah. So because of that giving spirit, if I see that maybe my friend didn't do so well on their performance, then I'd be like, give it up. Give it up, you know, like, just to get people like, come on, like, yeah, it may not been what you wanted, I get it, but at the end of the day, they're still a good artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me help my friend out. Let me cheer on my friend, but y'all gonna help me cheer my friend. You know what I mean? So then I'll be like, y'all good?
Oh, so you
I'm talking to them like they my friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all good? What's up? You know? And then that's when I do what I do. So yeah, I'm always good on trying to make sure that the stage and the presence is right where it needs to be.
Nah, that presence is always felt.
And then it makes it easier for whoever's coming after me to continue that.
I mean, it makes it easy and harder because
it was a difficult situation that night.
I'll be honest and say...
Oh, don't say that.
And again, this ain't no shade, but I do not remember who performed right after you.
I remember the last, though. That's it. I remember you. Maybe when I first got
unless that was the Luther guy who won.
That's the last person. That was the
no. He didn't go right after.
He was the second to last.
Yeah.
Well, who was last?
Yoshi was last. You left, and I'm gonna put you on the spot. He don't support y'all, bro.
No, it's not he was still there.
Not at the very end. He left a little early.
I had to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about Thursday when you asked me that.
No.
Oh, you was talking about that show.
No, I was talking about both of them. But
okay.
We're gonna cut that part out.
Yeah, no, we
not
all that.
Okay.
If we're gonna keep the Cardinals fighting to be outside, we gotta keep everything.
All right.
So, I mean, everything gotta stay here.
That.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so there was an artist that actually was supposed to end the first half of the show. She could not come anymore, so I was asked to take a couple of her songs, which was when we made the swap. That was one of the songs. So I ended up being the one. It made me end up being the one to end the first half of the show. Sucks, but.
So what you're saying is a song that you weren't even prepared for.
No, I already done this song before, so
yeah, I get that, but
you weren't prepared to do it then.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't prepared to.
And you had the whole building
end the half, and I wasn't, but some as an artist, you have to be ready for the unexpected at all times.
Versatility.
Yeah, there you go.
Well.
I can't.
So, Ben, did you have another one?
No, you go ahead.
So, we were talking about live performances, right? And I've worked with you on the studio side, so I know there's music coming. Do you feel like the R&B scene in Orlando is overshadowed by the live portion versus what artists release?
That's a really good question.
Oh,
That is a really good.
I don't think so.
I would say before you answer, I want to add on to that because the R&B scene, I hate to admit it, at least to more eyes here, it's just getting that real footing as nigga, we here. Like don't try to play us. Don't try to excuse me. Don't try to keep us on the back burner for the trap music. Because not saying the trap music don't take talent, but the R&B music takes talent, especially when you live performing and you got to do all this and that. So
I feel like it's the audience fault that we feel so overshadowed. Like we feel like we're at a cap because you got to think the audience is not as musical and it's not based on natural talent either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not based on. If it is based on the artist, I'll say this. Okay, so Dallas, right? My hometown, Dallas Fort Worth. We are always surrounded by musicians and artists who goes to the studio. We were surrounded by all of that. We have an area for all of that.
yeah.
That's the conversation all the time. Here, because we're based on local talent all the time. But here, it's top 40s. It's a touring area.
Yeah.
So that already puts a cap. Then you got some of these venues that have closed down from the pandemic. Remember the Phantom Bar. Remember the Caribbean Hut. Like all that. And that was prior to, that was before the COVID. But still, where else can we go?
Yeah.
And then when we do go to a certain spot, the audience want, and it's, it's them. They, because they are not, they're not really worried about us as artists. It makes us, they only want us to sing their songs. So, and it's fine, but at the same time, it's like, can you at least for once see me for me? And it's now like a battle.
As the artist and not the voice.
Yeah, so it don't matter whether you're singing your own songs or even on tracks or even a live. At the end of the day, if you decide to do your personal song, it's almost like you have to mix it with a known song already, a popular song, in order to try to get them to understand
to hold the attention.
Or to hold the attention of your song. So it's already a losing. It's not a losing battle, but it's a battle. And
it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, so I say yes and I say no. For that reason, it's only so much we can do.
So the main reason I asked that, right, because I've met and crossed paths with a lot of the artists that perform locally live, right, and it's like their audience that shows up and follows them live doesn't translate to their streams, downloads,
at all,
and purchases to their music. So that's why I asked, do you feel like the live portion overshadows the releases? In a time to where
it could in a way.
In a time to where we can't really go anywhere or we couldn't go anywhere, don't you feel like that audience should have been like, damn, I can't see them, let me go find them now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. That's a question that I think that is a topic that will probably be forever had. Because I hear all the time, man, you should be famous. You should already be signed. Why haven't you been signed yet? Why haven't you downloaded my music?
Yeah.
But then when you download it, why haven't you streamed it? Why haven't you listened to it like you listen to your Beyonce? Why haven't you shared it? Yeah. It's the reason why I'm not where I am, because you haven't done your part either. You know what I'm saying? It takes your support, your stream, your shares, in order for me to get pushed to where I am. I can only do so much. I could pay for the promotion. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I can do all that stuff, but they also look at the followers. Yeah. They look at who is following you, who is coming to see you all the time. Yeah. When you do a concert, who buying your tickets? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That is the most difficult thing for me. No matter if I do it live or tracks, the problem is, and so yes, if for that sense, yes.
That's why I
Yes,
asked that.
yes.
Because I know
In
I've
that
noticed
sense.
it. And me being a artist that has released like my very first project,
Yeah.
A letter to you.
it's
Stream it.
it's difficult because like even that night, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
I play your stuff all the time.
I thank you.
Yes, I do. Any local artists that I have downloaded their music, I always play it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
'Cause it
Because we
matters.
don't, it matters, and we don't get the support that we need. But also, sometimes we have a hard time supporting each other too.
Ooh,
That's one of my other questions.
We
See, I
have a
was
hard time, and I don't understand why
don't
when
lean
there's
into
plenty of room for us to eat.
It's plenty money to go around.
And if anything, why not do a collab? Why not do a shared concert? I do 30 minutes, you do 30
And
minutes.
Ben, we talked
why
about
not?
it.
Yeah.
We talked about it plenty of times. Like, it's sad. Like, I feel like it's sad because R&B came from a point that duets were popular.
Oh man,
That was the thing to do.
But
Yes.
now it's so hard for like, it's even not even just locally, like mainstream. Like we don't get that anymore.
The
It's
mainstream,
rare.
I blame the industry for that one because
It's
they
rare.
they targeting their targets and how they promote is almost like a psychological thing. They force you mentally to think one way. You know, you see
Yeah.
that commercial all the time. That one particular, and eventually just out of random, you start singing it, right?
Yeah.
Same, and even with the news or even with whatever rumors for even. For instance, you know, you eventually just believe it because it's been told so many
Yeah.
times. Like I feel like the industry is like that. You know what I'm saying? They repeat. So that way it creates a habit.
Yeah.
It creates a habit. Every time somebody pick up that cigarette, now it's a hand to mouth thing. Even when they quit,
It's just
they have to
memory.
have something because it's a hand to mouth thing. That's the industry. And now and they target the younger people now, the younger generation who is absent-minded for the most part. So now they think that's the shit now. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
So we know based off social media, based off of love and hip hop, based off of whatever, because now they started promoting, and that's all it is. Now that's all you know. Instead of thinking outside the box, you are going for what you see. And people are more visual than
Exactly.
anything. So yeah, why not target?
Yeah.
Why not
And
go
then-
ahead and create that and just get in their hair like that? So yeah, now it's starting to become difficult in the industry for us to support each other, to collab with each other, to create good music and get people to really truly listen to it. And I feel like your rawest talent are not mainstream. You got
Yeah.
only a couple,
Yeah.
and that's only because they were mainstream a long time ago, like Chris Brown, for instance.
Yeah.
Beyonce, for instance. Yes, they are raw as fuck, but they've been in the game already prior to all of who you hear
They
now.
already got more than 15 years.
There
in
you
here and
go.
stuff. So yeah.
So now the rawest talents that are coming on up can't even get mainstream because everybody is so simple minded, and that's all they want is the that's all they want. You know what I'm saying? Real hot girl shit, they want that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they want. They don't know. And now it's becoming difficult for us because they don't know what real talent is. They don't know what real gift
they
or
think
real
if you're
singing.
popular,
It's hard for
Yeah.
them.
that's talent.
What
And that's the
I've
problem.
noticed a lot is it's hard for the general public to sit down and listen to a song.
Because attention spans
The
are a lot
attention span
shorter
is
now.
super
You know what I'm
fast.
It's a lot shorter. That's why TikTok is what's driving the industry.
Yes.
Every time somebody does a song, I need a TikTok challenge. I need it to be under 3 minutes. The
Yep.
whole song can fit on TikTok.
Yep.
And that's what the industry's aiming for. That's what they're aiming for kids because
They're just
people, we ain't old now, but people at our age group, we're listening for everything. We grew up on the lyrics and the meaning behind song, even though we ain't always understand it because it took a while for a nigga to realize that Candy was about cocaine and
Yeah,
shit.
Red Corvette
But-
was about a prostitute.
I mean, hey, it happens. And we was Harlem shaking to What Would You Do if your son was at home crying on alone on the bedroom floor because you're hungry. But, you know, that's a different, different.
That's true. That's true.
Happy as hell. What would you do? Anyway. But, yeah, like one thing I was going to, like we already had the thought to talk about the music scene here. And the support or lack thereof.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is, like I mentioned, the R&B scene is growing here. One, it's taking too damn long for y'all to get realized in the first place. Because y'all been here. Like, y'all been dope. It's just people were so focused on the rap side, the trap side of things, that they didn't necessarily give y'all the full chance. Mm-hmm. Now people are filling out shows for y'all and saying like, no, y'all fire, y'all this and that. Still not streaming like they're supposed to, but it's a start, I guess. Yeah. So with us understanding that the audience is a part of the problem, would you say that there are struggles within y'all community as well, with the actual R&B community, and like what are some of those struggles? Because one thing I can say from the outside looking in, I'm just starting to plant myself in there here and there, but I do see that it can be a little cliquish here and there.
It can.
So
it definitely can.
like,
I've realized in certain areas that if you do not have an entourage, you ain't got no kind of support. You know what I mean? But me, I don't want no damn entourage. Yeah. If you love my music and you love me and you support me, support it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to have an entourage for all that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have
entourage is just more people you gotta buy drinks
exactly.
for.
You feel? So that's one thing. I feel like another thing is sometimes it could be a lack of confidence in ourselves.
Yeah.
You know,
and you
that's
need that
why,
yes man. And
you will want that. Yeah, it makes you vulnerable for those yes mans / entourages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
because realistically speaking, that's what the entourage is.
I feel like also we still are afraid to, back to this, afraid to collab with each other. Mm-hmm. We feel like, oh, you're going to take my fans. Why can't we not share the same people,
bro?
At
the point is touch me, though. I feel like you directing that towards this side of the room. And I don't like that.
See, this the problem now.
I'm saying, going back to what we were
about to beef on camera
while we
Stephanie
voice.
See, this is why artists can't work with each other. See, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
Det. It's D-E-T.
Det.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
And is. It's coming. She gonna say it.
Let it get out of hand. I got somebody with a big old gun over here. It's called the DYGO.
So of course we can't see Stephanie, but she's always here, you know.
Yeah. Alright.
But so what do you feel would help remedy that? I know we can easily say, oh, support each other. But it's more than that, because there's no reason not to support each other.
Let me ask something before that. Mm-hmm. Going along with the supporting each other thing, do you feel like R&B artists here feel like there's not enough room and there's a race to the top, so that's why the support is lacking? Because at the end of the day, like, if you're fighting against somebody that you should be working with,
you feel like they're trying to take your spot.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
a lot of crabs in the bucket everywhere you go, though. It's like that in Dallas. It's no offense to my people, but that's pretty much what it is. It's so much great talent there, but and people do come to see each other's shows, but it's not. Most cases is, to me, from what I've experienced, it's not to support. It's to see what the hell is going on, to spectate.
I've seen
you know what I mean? And here it's the same thing. They'll come to your show, but they will talk about you right when they're at your show.
Yeah.
Oh, look at them. Why they doing it? Why they singing like that?
And it's like, why are you hating? Why do you have a problem? Why are you coming if that's all you're going to do? Yeah. Now, granted, thank you because you spent your money, and that goes to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. But at the same time, like, what is it
it's not productive
that you can't say, hey, how did you do this? Can you teach me? Can you help me? Why is it that we're afraid to get help from each other? Why is it a problem that I can't sit here, even if you are better than me, and actually learn from you so I can get where you are? Why is that an issue? You know what I mean?
What you saying
that's
that?
Something that's like, it's like systematic.
Right.
It's embedded in us for years and years.
Right.
It's like I don't want to ask for help, or I can't ask for help because it's gonna look bad on
I'm gonna look
right.
weak.
I'm gonna look weak.
Yeah.
Right. But see, being
we also glorify that from the ground up. Did it on my own.
I got it out the mud.
Glorify
bro,
that.
everybody don't need to be in the mud.
And work as a unit.
Yes.
It all goes 10 times further.
Yes.
With with that
That
being
part.
said, like
That part.
with I've been the person that been to a show and I'm not doing it as from a hating standpoint. I'm doing it because I'm an artist or a musician myself. Like, I wish they would have done this with this. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the night, like even that night, the show Ben was talking about, it's artists that got off the stage, and I was like, look, here's my information.
Yeah.
Let's work. And I feel like a lot of artists that feel like they're on the stage and you're not. Oh, well, I'm better than
they
you.
get some.
It's
Yeah,
Hollywood.
you good.
It's Hollywood.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
and that's it's like you said, the systematic. It's just that mentality. I feel like, look, if you on your hot girl shit, you grown, you big and bad, you this, you that, then take the advice or take the help, or you know what I'm saying, grow. You are never too big or too bold and too old to grow. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn. There's still adults and people who are still in the game that's been in the game way before us who are still learning.
Yeah.
The perfect example and a person who don't mind supporting even a younger artist. Anita Baker covered Tyrese's song Lately. She been in the game for years.
Yeah.
You hear me? Game for years. But that doesn't mean she can't support the younger generation. That doesn't mean that she can't cover. She shouldn't have to cover. No, she shouldn't, but she wanted to.
Yeah.
Because
She
she's
was
like,
showing
this
love
is a
to it.
good
This is a
artist.
dope song
This is
and
a
a
dope
dope
song.
artist.
I support this. Let me cover it. I'm been in the game for years. I'm a legend. But guess what? I ain't too big and bold to where I can't cover somebody else's song that's younger than me and that's coming on up in the game or been in the game and still, you know what I mean? Like, learn from that. You know what I mean? But it's so hard because again, you got so much that's showing you TV, music, videos, commercial. I mean, the radio station, the conversations on the radio station. It's all like, or certain conversations. It's all like just about, well, I'm just gonna do it on my own. We all need help. Superman needed help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
You
got
know
a
what
whole
I'm saying?
Justice League with
That-
that.
Right, you know what I mean?
He's Superman.
Everybody needs help. Everybody, if you want to grow, and you want to be better, why not again be a sponge of somebody who's already up there and get those advice. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you're stealing from them. You're being inspired.
Yeah.
You're now taking those ideas and mixing and mashing them into whatever it is that you want for yourself. Why not take all that stuff? It's
I feel like-
hard.
With that being said, because sometimes we talk about having like a mentor, someone that like an OG in the game or something like that. Do you have a mentor or an OG in the game or someone that you look up to that you're inspired by that kind of like took your hand and was like, look, let me show you?
There was one lady, and I haven't spoken to her in so long, but I still give her credit because if it wasn't, and it actually is two people, but so when I first started the music and the music scene, I started off around musicians first. I didn't start off with singers. My friend D'Anthony, back at home, we graduated together from high school. We met. He started bringing me to all of these shed sessions. Only female there, only singer there. So,
And
he
it was all
was like,
rappers around there?
no, it wasn't no rap. It was just musicians. That's it.
Oh, like band
That's
players.
it. Just
Okay.
bands.
Yeah.
Just musicians, all just having a good time, just learning from each other, shedding, just playing around, whatever. But he was like, yo, you need to come here, you need to come there, you need to come here, you gotta go,
Just keep
But then
you
he
around the
introduced me.
music.
Yeah. So then he introduced me to this chick named Drea Randall. Drea was like, just listen and watch everything that I do. Because I had no stage presence. I could sing,
You would never know.
just
now,
like her.
goddamn it.
But I had no stage presence. I was too shy. Didn't really know any of the words to any of the songs or any of that stuff. I knew enough to where I could do backgrounds. I knew backgrounds like crazy. But she took me under her wing and said, watch everything that I do.
Yeah.
Even if you have to talk to the audience the same way I talk to them until you get comfortable, do it. Like she had me like right there. I saw backgrounds for her. She was like, okay, if you want to move, you move. Don't sing with your eyes closed. Like I watched everything that she did.
She made
to
you a
the
student.
point where people kept saying, oh my God, you remind me of Drea. That's when I knew it was time to move around.
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was time to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like all her mashups, everything that she did, I watched because I wanted to be just like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be, if not greater and better.
That confidence.
That
and skill
confidence,
with everybody.
yes.
Yeah.
The fact that she grabbed people's attention, the fact that she knew, okay, this is a song that everybody know, everybody wants to sing it too. So I'm not gonna do as many runs because they want to feel a part of the band. I learned all of those things from her, and I still give her credit to this day.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for her, and if it wasn't for my friend D'Anthony introducing me to her, I wouldn't even be where I am right now. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for the grace of God either, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
To put me into the spot in the area at the right time to meet these people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for, and I still think in my mind, this is still the person that, and then eventually I started watching Brandy. And then eventually I started watching, Jill Scott, literally watching Jill Scott. She's very emotional, no matter, and it be her own stuff. And you'll see her, it was a concert live in Paris.
You talking about the microphone?
No,
He was.
No,
I
nigga.
ain't gonna lie. That's what I thought of first.
no.
But
Live in
that
Paris, she sung an
was a hell of a
emotional song that
performance.
she wrote, and she cried crazy. ass.
Crazy tale self.
Yeah,
I had that.
went crazy. But she cried, but she was emotional, and that inspired me because I'm like, look, I want to give everything.
and that was to her own.
That was to her
music,
own. You know what I'm saying? That was to her own stuff. So it's like, but it started right with my friend and me and him introducing me to that. So yes, and I still will call if I have to, especially my friend D'Anthony, if I have to call or say, hey, how does this work? Even with some new people that I've ended up meeting and now I've been knowing for over 5 years. Yo, okay, how does this work? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make me feel stupid at all. And some people feel like, oh, it's going to make me look stupid if I ask this question. It may sound like a dumb question.
Yeah,
There is no such, to me,
No
such thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are trying to get a better understanding of how things, and if it makes you feel better, just say, hey, look, even if you got to do a little white lie, look, I kind of know how this works, but just to be sure. Yeah, just to be sure. Like, does it go like this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so maybe that could help your pride, but please be humble because humility is what's going to take you further than your pride. Because just as fast as you go up, it's the same way you're going to go
That
down.
rock could come right
So
from
you
under you.
always want to pace yourself anyway. And for me, I want to pace myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to learn. Somebody is asking me to do an audition for this legendary band,
Nice.
which will have me move to Atlanta if I get this, if I make it.
That's awesome.
But I had to ask, how does this work? Because this is the first time I've ever auditioned for something that's going to be possibly permanent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but it's also, I don't want it to take away from who I am as my own artist either. So how does this work? Do I need to get a contract first? Do I need to do this? No, I know that I need to get a contract. I know that.
I just need to know what goes in the contract.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What are the details of it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
And a lot
part.
of people don't know or aren't familiar with contracts
Yeah.
like that. So they might, sign. They get into it, it's just like, wow, I done lost my whole.
It's too late.
Yeah.
then.
Right.
They see dollar signs first.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
that changes people.
That's it. And that's why there's the pride should not be there, especially if you don't even know what a BMI is or ASCAP,
and CSAC. Yeah.
If you don't even know that, if
I
you don't
know
know
it.
You don't even know the split sheet
a
is.
split sheet. Come on,
Look.
somebody.
Man.
You don't even know what a
Hold on.
split sheet is. If you don't know what a contract is, there's no way. Why would you be so prideful? You know what I mean? Why? What's up with the pride
that's
if you ain't
literally
even
your
got that
money.
together?
That's literally
That's
your
the
money at
simplest.
that
That's
point.
paper.
Yeah.
The simplest thing. That's the very thing that's gonna keep you covered and put money in your pockets.
I like the question that Stephanie posed because
Ooh, posed. That was.
Come on.
like no,
Right now.
simply because it kind of piggyback off the question that I was gonna ask.
Never mind. He just took credit for everything.
No. Like because what I going back to the artist support and things that I've experienced being, approaching some of these artists at these events, and they're blowing me off. Like my thing is like, not to toot my own horn, like, bro, you don't know
You
who
got
I am.
credentials
Right.
and shit. Yeah.
Like,
People
bro,
miss
like,
that, but that's the thing. Pride is what blinds you from what could be a
blessing.
beneficial and a blessing to you.
And
That's
it's
why.
like-
And so, if that's the case, at this point, you know, I feel like we should have some kind of seminar and pray, and I just want people to come. We should have at least a seminar or something that will bring people in who actually are serious about their music, very serious about their music, really want to learn, or even if they just want to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be beneficial, but
my thing is like, not to say, bro, you don't know who I am. It's like, bro, like, really? I came to you not only as a fan, but somebody that wants to work with you.
Yeah.
I'm not somebody that you're chasing, like, please do this, please do that. But, like, bro, like, you're right now, you're a student in this R&B game.
Yeah.
I've rubbed elbows with, I have constant communication with some of these people that you base your style and your music off of. I have constant contact with some of these people right now, and you know what I'm saying. Like at the beginning, I was like, "Well, damn, maybe they just don't like me." But then at the end of the day, I had to realize, like, I respect you, but at the end of the day, I had to go home and realize, like, I know who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know what I can provide to them. Whether it's, you know what I'm saying, like, my mentors, right, were not direct. It was a thing that me sitting back, listening, right, patterning how I write.
Yeah, that was right. I had to think about it for a second.
How I formulate songs to
That patterning, it threw me off.
Shut
I'm
your
sorry.
mouth.
Go ahead.
Shut your
Let me-
to how I write and how I do songs, not in a way that's necessarily just catchy, but in a way that catches you. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from like listening to the Underdogs and listening to Tank and listening to James Fauntleroy, listening to Drew Hill and their writers.
He's listing his credentials right now. He just don't want to be
I was going to
arrogant
actually
about
get
it.
to that.
But go ahead. Continue.
I've actually had the pleasure of not only meeting these people, but actually working with these people and keeping contact and actually like, yo, how do you get this to sound like this?
Right.
Or what's the process of this?
Right.
So it's like the knowledge that I have and I've gained from not just watching and listening, from directly talking to these people. Like, bro, like, do you realize, like, I can tell you why your backgrounds don't sound the way they're supposed to sound?
Right. And
this
here's
came
the problem
directly
with
from
that.
Tank.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
here's the problem with that. I feel like, one, they want you to name drop.
Yeah.
But it could be a backfire because then they'd be like, oh, they always name dropping and that they think they better. Okay, well, which one do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, they have to understand conversation. They have to know conversation. If one person come to me and say, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Then I've had this happen. Oh, my God. Had this happen. This person came up to me. Man, you sound good. Da, 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 da. I want you to work with me. Oh, yeah, I got this track. And I want you to go all out. That conversation, I know you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But if you come to me and say, look, you sound good. Like, I got a studio. I really want to work with you. I enjoy it. And then you start describing what it is that you liked.
Yeah.
The notation, I love the fact that you know how to capture the audience. That conversation and how you're saying things lets me know, okay, he has something. He's for real. He know what he's talking about.
But see, you different.
Let me. But see, the thing is, people, because we're so in our phones, because we have such a short attention span, we don't know conversation anymore.
That's
and
true.
So that's what can be.
skills ain't there,
Exactly. The social skills is not there. So now you're consistently the same person that wants to diss or don't even want to reach out anymore. It's only because they really don't know, because of their lack of communication and their lack of understanding conversation, they are always falling for the people who don't know what the fuck got going on.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. They don't know what's going on.
We done cursed 37 times.
Okay, they
per
don't
minute.
know.
We're good.
Sorry. They always running into these bad studio, bad quality, just terrible people.
I think you're supposed to be recording in the
Yeah.
closet. So.
listen.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, no. I've ran into some good studios that was at the house and recorded in the closet, but their quality was
But that's the
perfect.
quality of the engineer. at
That's
that
the quality of the
point.
engineer.
Yeah.
You're right.
So everybody's not a great engineer.
That's
to
true,
make
and they
it
got
happen.
all this equipment. I don't
And
understand.
listen, so with you saying that, right? Like I say, we've worked together.
Yeah.
My setup, right, is the most minimal setup
Mm-hmm.
ever, right? Like you can walk in
But
there,
the quality is so
And you would be
freaking
like-
amazing.
I think we finna do this right here. Like I'm finna stand
Listen.
right behind you and record this.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
yes,
know.
but you would think
I've written
that
you-
we literally went.
Takari said next to
You would have
broccoli.
thought we literally went to
Yeah, you did.
T-Pain's
You did.
studio or some professional super like high quality studio because
Yeah.
his quality is
And
so
it's-
perfect.
And it's not just to say the quality. I feel like it's what I've learned from the
Right.
people that I've touched elbows with and actually listened and learned from. It's like you can have like I've been to people that work at Plush and do this and like bro, you record with a U87, but it's trash.
Right.
The thing is, right? It's not your gear; it's your ear. At the end of the day,
Yep.
you know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Reach.
Bars.
you can
Fucking
spend
gears.
$40,000 on every piece of analog gear,
And
but
still
if you
don't know how to work it.
use it,
Still don't know how to work it.
you're wasting money.
Come
Yep.
on.
And I feel
Come on,
like
somebody.
artists nowadays, we're more concerned about going to a studio and having something to look at and post on social media
It's the-
versus the quality of what we're getting out.
Yeah, it's the image.
They don't want
of
to take their time.
The studio. that
Nobody
people
likes to
looking
take
for.
their time.
You know, like I had I'm gonna name drop.
Go ahead.
Jazz from Drew Hill come to my mama house, sit on my mama couch, walk downstairs, record some background.
I
The
got a
same
basement,
house?
y'all.
The same house.
Oh.
Walk downstairs,
Everybody ain't got a
record
basement.
some
It's cool,
backgrounds.
though. Mike got a basement.
Record some backgrounds and
He
be like,
flexing.
yeah,
live
dog,
out
we
here?
finna. Huh?
You live out here?
No. He live in Baltimore still,
Oh.
but he'll be here soon.
He flexing. He
Yeah.
said that man flew all the way out here.
Or we gonna set that up too.
All right, cool.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like that to where people, and it's crazy because you got these people that have been to these multi-million-dollar studios
Yep, you
that-
better know this people background before you
that
shut
will
them down.
sit down with you and say,
I don't even
"My
know
nigga,
this
you
shit.
dope.
Yeah.
We don't need to go nowhere else. We can do this shit right here."
Yeah.
And I feel like me all right, so I'm an engineer first before I was even thinking about writing. For a person that has worked with your top engineers, some of your engineers that you be like, oh, well, this person did this person did this, that have worked with these people, but will much rather come down and give me the credit on a project.
Yeah.
the problem is they don't know that you worked with these people until you name drop.
But see, then
Problem
And then that's
is-
when you
that
come
gets
off
you in
arrogant.
trouble.
That's what gets and that
Yeah.
and it's not a catch-22, but it sucks that it has to be that way.
I'm
And that's
a-
why I say conversation is
I'ma
always
show
important.
you.
It's a mindset.
I'm
and
gonna show
culture
you
thing.
better than I
It's-
can tell you.
back to what you said.
I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. Just like with my EP, A Letter to You, I don't know, streaming platforms. At the
It's a really
listening
great-
When
party
I
for
say I
people,
hate this nigga,
for people that have never heard, like
I don't care.
for people like think about like you witnessed it that night, right? For people that have never been in the studio with me, right? For them, that night was the first time hearing full music from me, and them listening, like, yo, where did you record
You
that?
know
at?
what? Hold on, pause. It takes a person like that you've worked with already locally for them to say, "Hey, check this out," and people be like, "Oh, who recorded you?" Sincerely,
But no,
yours.
it's not even that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, as far as the knowledge and as far as the engineering, right? My setup, right? People that night even thought that I went to big major studios
Yeah.
to record my project.
Because it sounded pure.
I did.
It's
I did
quality.
everything.
But I know you
myself.
did it. I know you did it yourself. That's why I love when we work together. I love working with you because I don't have to worry about quality sound first and foremost. But also for me, it took me a minute to learn this. But because of me wanting to know, it didn't take too long.
Just the actual want to be a
Just the
student.
want. But I realized I also with engineers don't have to go through this battle like, oh, take me back to here. I messed up. Let me fix it.
Yeah.
You already know, so you'll be like, "Nah, fix that again."
Like and that comes from like if me and my boy Micah, right? So we would
Shout out to
study.
Micah Five.
We would study
7.
the underdogs.
Yeah.
Like they had a
Call 7 now,
website.
too.
They had a website to where they would post like videos of them working in the studio, and we would constantly see like in the studio with like Charlie Wilson, Craig David, like Tyrese, these people. Nah, that ain't right. Retake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Retake. And then to be one line.
One line.
No,
And
somebody
so-
just admitted that Dr. Dre will tell you if you don't say like the correctly,
Bruh.
he's cutting your shit off and saying it
Listen,
over.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie to you, right?
Yep.
Recording with Micah is the most stressful thing ever in life.
Oh yeah.
Because what he'll do,
Especially
and
that one day we was all together.
If I ever get a session from him, and I'll be able to show y'all, right? And this is gonna be part of my journey, right? I'll show y'all cuts, punches, and you will zoom in, and it's one
Just one
fucking
word.
One word.
one fucking word, and I'm like, yo, my man, really one? It gotta be right.
I don't like the way I said
it got
So
Right.
we gon'
nah, man.
But see,
it gotta
people,
be right.
but the artists, a lot of the local artists, especially your prideful ones, they don't realize how much it takes to really get that sound. And there's
Yeah.
engineers who have recorded only rap artists that they think recording singer
It's the
is the
same,
same
yeah.
thing, and it's not.
And I'm glad you said that.
It's not.
What I don't like is
That's because
it's
I'm trying to be
gonna
an
get-
engineer
it's gonna
as well.
Get, it's
Hold
gonna
on.
get me.
Wait,
It's gonna
wait.
get me in trouble.
I was gonna say before you get too deep into that,
It's not that deep, but it's just gonna get me in trouble.
cause we gon' you talking about rappers? They
No,
should.
I'm not
So,
talking about rappers.
We,
It's so
It's
what
the
I'm saying.
engineers.
Not even that. It's the singers, right, in the R&B scene in Orlando that don't take it serious to actually take the time to listen and learn, right? It's you've been around a bunch of rappers. Oh, bro, you can
yeah.
sing this hook for me, and now all of a sudden you're an R&B singer. But when I ask you who are your influences,
You can't name that
you
one
can't
R&B
name
singer.
any real singer.
Bryson Tiller.
You know what I'm saying? Like
First
you're
off, don't do Bryson like that.
it's not. What I'm saying is like your influences are not even real singers.
Exactly.
I had a person.
I would have appreciated if
Was
they
that a
said Ty
Bryson
Dolla
Tiller
Sign.
Let me tell you. So we
You
might
get 2
have
points for
y'all
that.
might have to cut and pause this, but I had an argument with somebody on Twitter not too long ago. Just on Twitter. Reactivate. Listen, dog, I reactivated
even
my
know you
account
had
just to see, trending shit and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody posed a question and it was like, "Who's your favorite R&B singer?" And I scrolled down.
And it's a lot of Chris Brown.
Bless this person's heart. It hurts me to say this.
Oh Lord.
This person said Sean Kingston.
What?
I'm not lying.
I'm ready.
I'm not.
Fucking
I'm
go.
You
not.
know, this is
Listen,
the end of this
I'm ready to
interview,
go.
bro.
I'm not lying because the follow-ups, the replies to that statement was like, deactivate your account.
Yeah.
You can't be serious. Name an R&B
That had to
song
be a
that Sean
troll.
Kingston sang.
Beautiful bit. What you mean?
That was a cover.
So it's like when you think about, and I feel like
Dang.
this ties back into the genre of R&B. It's gotten so far away.
Oh yeah, the new generation, the new artists of this generation can't even name one old school artist who have paved the way for even
For
the
their
artists
sound.
prior to them that actually helped them get on stage, like where they are. You
Ooh.
can't. They don't know who Aaliyah is.
Watch how I steal this real quick.
Like,
Yeah,
come
Just
on.
because that was a good. So, real quick, just because you said, just to follow the theme of the name dropping and the stage. This is what I want to do. We're gonna switch to energy a little bit, or a lot of it, really. Because that is a discussion that we need to have. Like I said, we got the discussion. We're working on that, putting that together. But Indigo.
Huh?
She turned to French Montana. June 26th, Indigo's gonna be on stage with Vito, with Sammy, with 1111. who's not that. He don't got too much buzz, but he's dope as fuck. Go check 1111.
Trap Hamilton.
Trap Hamilton, Orlando's very own. Like June 26th, you got a big show coming up. How you feeling about this show? How you feel about the moments and everything?
I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm not nervous though. I'm not nervous about it.
Okay, I wouldn't expect you to.
People will get nervous with a lot of when they are opening up or performing with.
I was about to say, ain't no opening up.
This
is
performing
superstar shit
with.
over here.
Performing on the same stage with the other, like the more famous artists.
Let me. I'm gonna pause you right there.
I had to correct myself.
No, but keep in mind, I don't know if y'all saw this lineup, but goddamn, Indigo Jones is the only
female.
Yeah.
In the lineup.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? I mean, I'm not a female, but I should have been on the lineup. The EP dropped a little bit later, and Teezy didn't have time to look at it and listen to it. But I'll probably be at the next one.
We about to edit.
Shout out to
clean
Teezy.
out the fuck out this.
But no, like for real, pay attention. Like think about that, right?
Yeah.
Out of all the other male talent that Teezy could have been like, we gonna get this person to add. He was like, nah, dog, y'all ain't coming close to Indigo Jones.
And I'm gonna put a little.
You know what? I didn't even look at it like that.
Yeah, you definitely
and that's a big deal now.
Think about it,
so,
man.
It really is, and it's just like, you know, I have my little fingertips involved and whatever, and you know, just again, I saw one Indigo performance, and when Teezy needed artists, it was a different situation that kind of fell apart, but I was just like, what the fuck, bro, Indigo. It shouldn't have been no question. And then immediately Indigo was like, oh shit, I'm ready. You know how like if somebody called you because they got slapped, and it's like, hey, big bro, come I'm ready. What you mean? Where I need to be? Indigo was ready.
I probably wouldn't be that big bro because of scheduling conflicts out with my job and stuff like that.
This nigga need 3 to 5 business days and shit.
They on the situation.
God damn.
If it's during my lunch, depending on how far you're away, if you're in the Lake Mary area, I can show up. But
bruh, I hate this.
Really?
I think I said I hate this nigga 17 times.
I'm gonna join you on
if you
that.
call me between 10 and 7, you might have to be slapped for those hours.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm just saying, you want me to lose my job or you being slapped?
Anyway.
Answer the question.
So,
you can't answer that, can you? I don't want you to lose your job of me being slapped.
Again.
I got other unemployed friends that I can call.
You know, this is literally the response to like 80% of whatever Mike's talking about. What?
Yeah.
What are you?
But I got unemployed friends that I can call in case I'm slapped. I won't call.
Have you ever seen the Iman Shumpert clip when he talking about how Kobe like ended his world in one game? Where he said Kobe did something. He's like, bro, what you got going on? That's how I feel about Mike, bro. Like 9 times out of 10, when Mike gets to go on a tangent for at least 30 seconds, you're gonna be in a maze. Like, how the fuck did I get here? Like,
right.
But back to Indigo on this show.
Sorry, sincerely,
Michael.
Mike.
But
sincerely, Mike.
Sincerely, Michael.
Who?
Mike Jones. But back to Indigo and this monumental moment, because this is what this is. This is a real deal. This is literally not only you putting on for the R&B singers in the city, but as Mike mentioned, as Sincerely Yours mentioned, the female R&B artists in the city. Like, no. And there's
I already got those.
There's a lot. There's a lot here. And you were the one that stood out the most. And this ain't no slight to anybody else. But like I said, that night, when I saw you perform, I stayed the whole night. And I even told you, I was like, hey, you was the one. Like, I no shade to nobody else, but I was like, you should have had more time. You probably should have closed the show. And that's just how I felt personally.
Blessings.
So no slight to anyone else, and then that just translated to, hey, this is who you need for R&B Ain't Dead, because she proved not only is R&B not dead, performing ain't dead.
Oh my God.
Don't be up there just sitting down singing a song. No, you can get up and work up a little sweat, because what's going to happen after you work up that sweat? Hey, you thirsty to drink? Come on, let's make sure you're taken care of.
You know what? To add on, to piggyback on that, I believe the entertainment and the bar are married, especially when you're performing at venues, because the venues, if nothing else, they worry about the bar. They always worry about the
Absolutely.
bar.
I'm gonna get you
If
drunk.
you
Absolutely.
cannot get them people up and running and dancing to where they tired and they thirsty, they parched, you ain't making no bar sales.
And you're not getting booked
And that's
there
what they
ever
worried
again.
about. Exactly.
Yeah.
So my thing is, why not make y'all work a sweat? If I
Yeah.
got to sweat to make y'all work a sweat, fine.
That's
If I
cool.
got, and for me, some people don't like to step out their comfort zone either, and that's why they're gonna always be where they are.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to really expand themselves. Take that leap. Take that risk.
Absolutely.
I don't care about if my makeup run and I got mascara all the way to my cheekbone. At the end of the day, you can't tell me you didn't have a good time. You know what I mean? I don't care. I can fix that once I'm done. But until then, we both gonna have a workout on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna work out. If I gotta take this wig off and throw it, I don't care.
Please don't throw
You know what
it.
I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're gonna have a fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna turn
I'm
up.
not gonna lie. I'll be mad as hell if I'm at one of your shows
the wig
and I'm like,
just-
hey, turn up.
Listen,
I'm going home. Never mind. I'm going
You know what I'm
home.
saying? I already
Is
been
that
kicking off my
chinchilla?
shoes.
Is that chinchilla?
Listen,
I know this is the
tell you,
the
don't feel
purest
like it is.
Peruvian.
Hey,
but God.
so even speaking on that, right? That night, I think before her performance, we went to the bar. Ben, come on now, stop lying. Lord
I
Jesus.
dropped my ring. It's okay.
She dropped the money. That you heard how heavy that was.
We went to the bar
About
before her
13K.
performance, right? And I bought what did I buy? Was it the French Connection that time? Okay, so bought the French Connection.
We're just gonna leave it on the floor. That's
And
okay.
you know,
That's gonna
being 6'9", you know, he was like,
You right.
"Ugh, what is this?" And I said, "Man, you
First
just
of
gotta,
all.
you just gotta suck it up. It's a beverage."
I know I
He
didn't.
said it just like that. I'm not lying to you.
With the lisp and everything.
At the barman will tell you as soon as I
crazy.
find him. But so
right.
as you get into your performance, like Ben, he can drink, right? So as you
You're a
get
big
to-
dude. I don't think
as-
it really goes
listen,
there. It's gonna take a minute.
as you get to performing, Ben went from drinking to like, oh yeah, I'm finna. He was like enjoying, you know what I'm saying? So that, like you say, it turns to the bar because right after that, not only did I go back for our French connections, I
We
bought
went in-
you
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
First of all, I bought drinks too. Don't let Mike make it seem
You
like I
did.
ain't buy no damn
You
drinks.
did
saying
buy
he
drinks.
didn't.
You bought
I'm just talking about he talking about all the drinks he
He
bought.
bought one drink
Like, I
that
spent money
did.
at the bar too.
he bought a drink that made
Shit.
0 cents.
I
if
did. But
anybody
we ain't
out
gonna
there
talk about that. We gonna
has
keep it
ever
moving.
mixed the Grand Marnier and Coca-Cola, I don't
Really?
get it. Yeah.
No, the only reason I have it is because I mixed up.
Hey,
Brother, what's
but
going
like it was a good night. You know what I'm saying? And your performance was one of those performances that showed people that going to an R&B show, right? It's just not a sit in your seat thing. Enjoy the night, have fun.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people think of R&B. Oh, I'm finna go to sleep. I'm finna get tired. It's one of those chill out things. You can still have fun.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that from you. When you perform,
Listen, thank you.
it's not just the
That's
the
the
lighter people say it, a snooze fest. But
shout out to Team Light Skin.
it's a it's an experience when you perform. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never wanted to flip this whole shit over in the middle of the interview ever in my life.
Well, with that being said, and I appreciate that. With that being said, when it comes to this event that's coming up on the 26th, that's going to be the goal. There is a challenge, though, for me in this sense because of the location of where it's at.
At the
Okay, because this is going to be a lot of raunchy ratchets. Okay.
See, but no. One thing I will say is because of the promoter and the event, they won't even know what the vibe is, so they won't even be there. To be honest,
Yeah, and that's another challenge for. That's gonna make a,
because look,
they do, but they also be limited. They still limit.
she
I get what you're saying, but Indigo, I feel
Wow.
like you have an advantage on that night,
Oh
right?
wow.
You have an advantage, right?
we about to get ready for that.
This
too
is
now.
this is why you have the advantage that night, right? The lineup is mainly males, right? So
Right,
what
right.
comes to see a lot of men?
Women.
women, right? So when you get up there, you can. Oh,
Taylor, go home.
what she's saying.
She's talking about other men.
But what I'm saying is, so in that instance, right? You look out in the crowd, you got women, right? Mm-hmm. In a male lineup, you already have the advantage because you can sing female songs that they can't do. So you can take that energy and they're on your side.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? You
And the
kind
only
of get
thing,
what
the
I'm
only
saying?
problem
Like,
with that, the only issue that I would have with that, which goes back, and it also piggybacks off of what we spoke about earlier. I would now, because they don't know who I am, and because I want to, and I am going to perform my own original music, I still have to throw something that they're familiar with.
yeah, I mean, a ratchet gonna
You know what I
bop
mean?
to Love by Keisha Cole regardless of what he at.
First of
I
all,
cannot stand her voice.
we appreciate everyone
I
who's
love
going
you,
to purchase
Keisha,
these
but-
tickets and everything.
Please get the tickets.
I'm not lying though.
It's on Eventbrite. Get them.
Yes.
Love by Keisha
RnB
Cole
Ain't
gonna go
Dead-
regardless.
Hold on. RnB Ain't Dead Concert.com.
Yes.
Purchase your tickets. They're starting at $35. Go ahead and make sure you in the building. Now, before we wrap everything up, we got to play the game. We got to see, a little bit of liquor done ran through now, so we got to see.
Yeah, my cup is empty. I
But
need my
the-
cup back a little bit full.
So
what I'm
because
saying?
we ain't sponsored by nobody, I'm not about to grab that bottle and put it on camera and get no free promotion.
Put the label
Lord,
back.
But
see.
here we go.
Put
Look,
the label backwards.
Taylor is
You my new boo from here on
Taylor
out.
is a bad influence,
About
but
to
if
be-
you're gonna pass my cup over there, in
Nah,
the
You got a
meantime-
little cup.
You ain't gonna
I'm
call somebody a bad influence and then expect good for your cup. Your
I
cup
done
running
forgot what I was
over.
talking about and shit.
I'm
But,
looking at the camera and passing mine.
So we are very familiar with the song association game. We give you a word. You got 10 seconds to sing. Cause you done expose the vocals here and there. Sing a real song. Ain't no making shit up here. I know you sound good singing everything, but it gotta be real.
Okay.
Let me hide the words from you.
You better.
You got 10
I'm looking.
seconds, right?
Okay.
First word is tell. Tell.
Ooh. Tell me if you still care about me. Yeah. Tell me, yeah, if you still care about me. Yeah. There you go.
Ma'am.
Not just, it wasn't me.
There go that brandy in there. That was the run was that brandy.
She didn't say me. She said me. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all caught that. Me. Yeah. All right. Okay
All
now.
right. So let's just switch it a little bit. Since on the 26th at the RnB Ain't Dead concert, you're gonna be performing. It is a male-dominated card, so let's use the word man.
Man. Ooh. Okay, let's see.
We about to stump.
If I could,
Yes, ma'am.
could forget him, I would. Please believe me. And I know that I should throw the towel in. But baby, it's not that easy. Hey, you treat me so much better than him. And if I must say, there be no competition. I'm in love. Someone else. And I'm so sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Babe, hey,
Now she's just showing off.
love someone else. That means I'm in love with another
I'm in love
man.
with
Well, I'm gonna tell
And he
y'all,
is.
I'm glad I didn't get this game during my interview.
What?
Because it would have not gone well.
And then
I'm gonna tell you
anybody that has to play after this, come on now.
I told you, I'm always ready. I stay ready,
First
baby,
of
so I ain't
all,
got to get ready. Hell no.
You said what? Competition?
Competition.
You have 24 seconds to respond.
Who? No, ma'am. Pass.
You
better get on here and say, man.
Give me something like say eeny meeny miny mo.
Come on.
We ain't done yet. We got to see who's gonna go. Your next word is change a little. Your next word is ever. EVER.
If I ever made you angry, girl, just know that it get better for time. Hey, time. Hey, they say time heals. She can't see her life without me. She's so blind still. Fuck that nigga, you can tell him that you're mine still. Hey.
Wow.
She don't wanna go to sleep, she angry. Lady, she be noticing, ain't me. I wish that we can change places. Don't want no new faces. She got my heart beat racing. They say time heals. Okay, I'm done.
And I want y'all to
I don't
understand.
even care how much time, but time gonna heal whatever.
Any musician knows the
Period.
distinct face.
Period.
Distinct face is a compliment. That just means
That just be like, looking over there.
That stank face, boy.
Yo, last word. You ready for the last word?
Last word.
Angel.
Ooh.
Come on.
If I could, I'd give you the world. Wrap it all around you. Won't be satisfied with just a piece of this heart. My angel. Hey. Whoa, angel. Oh my, you're my angel. Oh, angel.
We can't play this game no more. Look, that's crazy.
Thank you.
That's it.
She
And you know what?
might be the champion.
The only thing
I'm always ready, dude. I'm always
see.
ready. Always. And this.
Oh shit! Here we go. It's time to wrap it up,
And
y'all.
this.
I tried to coax her into doing Brandy and Monica, but the songs
It didn't work out. I was expecting it.
Wow.
Because
It
that's
didn't work
like
out.
on the phone it says never. I was like, let's take that "and" off and see if she's gonna do "Have You Ever." Because you know she already said she had the Brandy thing.
I mean, but
You
you
want
know,
to do it?
I'm not supposed to give you what you expected.
You're right.
But do you want to do it?
I mean,
Because you can.
Ever somebody so much it makes you cry. Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever been in love? Been in love so bad you do anything, hey, to make them understand. Have you ever had someone steal your heart away? Do just about anything to make you feel insane. I don't remember that. Have you ever searched the words to get you in the heart, but you don't know where to say, and you don't know where to start? Have you ever loved? I'm in the wrong key, y'all.
Hey, as long as the key open, the motherfucking door.
exactly.
Hey, can you dig it?
Hey, look.
Hey, all right, it's my turn.
All right, so let's be real, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and but man, that was I got chills and shit.
Easy.
I mean, if you want to hear more from your girl, I do have some album out called Intuition.
Intuition.
You know, you can find on all music outlets, and then I have.
Now,
Got
let
a
me
single
ask you:
called
Is
Exhale.
it? Is it?
Come on.
I'm on it now. I do my
Is it
research.
intuition like regularly or
Yes, regularly.
And
See, I thought about that, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to make it any more difficult for the audience and my fans and new followers to find my music. Even if they can't find or spell the name, at least make it a little easier for them to find the music.
Cool,
so
cool,
regularly spelled.
Her next album's gonna be called Web Dings.
Well, actually, it's called Exhale,
That's
which
gonna
is
be a
the
little bit of
single as
everything.
well. Because
that's gonna be fire.
Exhale
That's
is
gonna be fire.
title track for the album?
Yeah,
I
so
can dig
it's pretty much about a lot of things that I've dealt with. People who want to know who I am, what I've experienced, as far as relationships, what I feel about myself, or things that I've thought about when it came to dealing with me personally, as far as how I look at myself when it comes to me being beautiful, or because a lot of us women, we compare ourselves, and again, the media makes us compare ourselves. It forces us to compare ourselves, so I have a mixture of everything, and it's me exhaling how I've been feeling, what all the things that I have been feeling deep down inside. Now it's time to exhale and let them go.
Cool.
And move forward and move on and level up. You know what I mean? So that's what Exhale is about. So got a couple of singles that's about to come out, outside of the actual single Exhale, which is about an ex of mine. But moving forward.
So is it X?
It's tea time.
And his name is Hale?
It's spelled out, Exhale. Okay. Everything that I write about is basically true. Even with the album Intuition, it's basically true.
Album about experiences.
It's all about my experiences, things that I've thought about, things I've done. A lot of more so things I've done than thought about. But, Exhale is basically everything. If you want to know who Indigo is, and if you want to know beyond Indigo, the personal, Exhale is going to be it. So, so I have a song called Romeo. It's my cry out to, it was a cry out for a Romeo to save me from the things that I've dealt with. And then I have a song called Beautiful. So those are my two other singles that I'm going to be releasing. And Beautiful is me talking to the younger me.
Nice. That's dope.
Yes, but it also feels like a cipher because I have two other female artists who are rapping on there.
Oh,
So your girl's rapping, she's spinning a little song out.
Dylon.
So I am rapping, but it is really, really dope. And you will literally I think that song literally describes what I had to deal with growing up in a nutshell. So be prepared for that. But I'm coming to you. Let's throw a small shade. I'm coming to you, sir, so I can finish my other song, Chandelier, which I want y'all to know about.
Most definitely.
Okay.
So we got to get.
Oh, we ready.
So
you got a couple singles on the
He
way.
be famous and too busy, so
Let's work.
I'm just kidding.
I just be dealing with upset Spectrum customers who want to cancel.
We know
their account.
Since Michael became Sincerely Yours, he's a different entity now.
He ain't sincerely mine, but
well, I mean, okay. Anyway, so you got a couple singles coming out. We do have the RnB Ain't Dead concert on the way. Let's leave the people with your social media and accurate spelling, please, because
yes, sir.
it's a little confusing.
So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all of them, YouTube, all of it is Indigo Jones. Okay, so it's apostrophe on Facebook and YouTube, but D as in dog, Y, G as in girl, O, Jones, Jon as in native, E and the letter Z. So Indigo Jones, NDY,
Mike Jones,
GO, Indigo, NDYGO, Jones with a Z at the end.
And they can reach you at 281-330-8004.
Yeah, correct.
All right, so before we close out, definitely want to say follow us, Can We Talk Music on everything.
Yes.
can't even say follow him at Sincerely Yours and everything, because his Instagram and everything is ipenhead, IPENHED. Definitely want to give a huge shout out to the Woodwall as always. Devin in the back over there. Major shout out to Devin. This man is the reason we are able to have such a fine and glamorous setup in the corner over here. The shit fine.
Shout out
Shit
to your
fine.
son.
But with that, that's it.